Hello, folks. Welcome to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow. So I'm back from California and the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library, which was a great treat for me because Reagan was my boss over 40 years ago. And I was deeply honored and humbled at the National Review Gala Dinner, where I did receive the William F. Buckley Prize for Leadership in Political Thought. And I want to thank everybody involved in putting that fabulous dinner together. And I also want to thank our viewers who showed such a keen interest in my talk. Bill Buckley was a dear friend, starting when I was on the National Review staff and continuing many years later. He and Pat looked after me during some of the most difficult moments in my life. Bill liked me a lot, but he loved my saintly wife, Judy. Bill was a concert pianist, but at numerous dinner parties, he would haul Judy to the piano bench while they played duets together in front of all kinds of folks. It was unforgettable back in those days. Now imagine learning conservative political thought and action from both Ronald Reagan and Bill Buckley. It has been a great gift in my time. At the NR Gala, I spoke about the totalitarian evils of socialism and the urgent importance of stopping America's socialist drift and restoring freedom and free market capitalism and free enterprise, so we can regain the American spirit and the ideal of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. As Ronald Reagan said, freedom is a fragile thing, and it's never more than one generation away from extinction. That quote has never been more important than during the last 2 years, as under President Biden, America has taken a sharp turn to the left. Inflationary federal spending, accommodated by huge money printing, big tax increases, an unbelievable increase in regulations that have become the left's biggest weapon for central planning and state control of the economy. All that includes, of course, the war against fossil fuels. Along the way, the progressive agenda has undermined the dignity of work and the incentives to do so. We've seen the destruction of American sovereignty with open borders, with the accompanying sex and drug trafficking, the breakdown of law and order, and the scourge of poisonous fentanyl. Culturally, the left has invaded our schools with racial and gender nonsense, rewriting American history, and trying to keep parents away from their children's education. In a little more than a year, the economy has gone from a prosperity boom to a stagflationary bust. We must remember Bill Buckley's admonition that sometimes we need to stand athwart history and yell stop. Bill Buckley believed in freedom and free markets and capitalism. He was a strong anti-communist. He warned repeatedly of the evils of totalitarianism. He was also a religious man, a high church Catholic, and a strong opponent of abortion and a defender of the life of the unborn. Bill Buckley also taught us the importance of civility in arguments with those who may disagree. He was a teacher. In many ways, Bill was the father of modern conservatism. His values might look old-fashioned today, even out of date a bit, but I don't think so. Those values and principles may be even more important today than when he first launched God and Man at Yale and founded National Review. These are unifying principles. I worked for Reagan and Buckley and Donald Trump. To me, in my life and career, those were blessings. I know their styles were a bit different, a few tweets here and there, but I also know their principles on limited government and taxes, and spending and regulations and sovereignty and parents and work and the sanctity of life. I know those principles were the same for all those men. Now, the cavalry's coming, and it's a conservative cavalry. But now more than ever, we need conservative unity. The battle for freedom never comes easy. Freedom is a fragile thing. We need to work hard together to preserve it. And that's my riff tonight.